He found a hidden camera in his room, but what it recorded wasn't human. Josh had rented a place in a small Colorado town through a popular rental app. The trip was sudden, work-related, a 2-day project, and he was broke. The house looked old but decent. The host was quiet and barely spoke. Inside, everything seemed fine, until he entered the bedroom. Something felt wrong. The air was noticeably colder, as if someone had just opened a window, but all windows were shut. The wallpaper was peeling slightly, and the room smelled like old wood mixed with dampness. Josh was too tired to care. He fell asleep quickly. That first night, he woke up to a sound, scraping wood. He listened. Silence. But just as he was about to drift off again, he heard it. A soft, almost weightless step above him. He glanced up. That was when he noticed it. A smoke detector above the bed. But it wasn't blinking. It wasn't even glowing. Just there. The next morning, he called the host. The man said, "It's just an old model. Still works." That night, Josh felt anxious. He put his phone on charge, lay down, and set up his voice recorder app. He just wanted to know if the sounds were real. The next morning, he played the audio. Breathing, his, then a faint shuffling, a creak, and then a whisper. Someone clearly whispered his name, twice. Josh jumped out of bed. He grabbed a chair and climbed up to the detector. He pried it open, and there it was, a small camera, blinking red, a micro SD card inside. He pulled the card and loaded it into his laptop. The footage started. He was asleep. Nothing strange for the first few hours. But at exactly 3:12 a.m., the wall across the room, what he thought was a solid wall, slowly opened. No sound, just movement. A thin person, barefoot, dressed in black, crawled out of a hidden panel. They crawled across the floor and stood right over Josh's sleeping body. They didn't move. They didn't speak. They just watched for 11 minutes. Then they crawled back and the panel slid shut. Josh ran. He drove straight to a gas station and called the police. They investigated. The host insisted he had no idea about any hidden space, but they found it. The crawl space was real. Inside, wrappers, bottles, an old blanket. The officers took the camera and card. Josh thought that was the end of it. A week later, Josh received an email. No text, just a video file. It showed his new apartment, filmed from the outside. Someone had recorded his window from across the street. 3 days after that, another video. This time, inside, his kitchen. The camera was somewhere in the house. He called the police again. They searched. No signs of break-in, no fingerprints, nothing. Then came the final video. It was sent via Dropbox. File name, don'tsleeptonight.mp4. He opened it. It showed him sleeping in his new bedroom, shot in night vision, and then 2 figures appeared, one by the wall, the other at the head of his bed. They didn't move. They just stood there, watching for 9 minutes. One of them slowly reached out toward the camera. A black gloved hand covered the lens. The screen went dark. Josh moved back in with his parents, quit his job, deleted all his online accounts. But every week, he gets a new email. No words, just a subject line. "We're still watching you." He sleeps now, only with the lights on, and only in rooms with no ceiling.